Welcome to Bronyville. This is Bronyville episode number 77, recorded on October 20th, 2012. I'm your host, AppleCider. Hello! I'm glad to have everyone on the Justin TV / Bronyville podcast place listening to this live. I'm gonna have a good show. I won't hide too much. There is some news, not a lot, but let me bring in the guests. Hey, he was on last week. We brought him back because I needed a co-host. Because Sandy's out. It's Serial Velocity.
I'm here because he couldn't find anyone else.
Pretty much. Hey, you. You still like the white pone?
I do.
Okay.
Gem horse, gem butt.
Gotcha. Hey, Pixel Kitties.
Hey, AppleCider. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You're our guest too.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you. And we're going to have you on in the near future at some point doing some tabletop, too.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm very excited. Very excited.
Roger wanted me to ask, and
Yes.
we can decide this right now. He has a spot, so the tabletop that we're going to do in November, I need to find the exact date. There's going to be a song, and he wants to know if either I, Sandy, or you would like to have a part of singing in it.
I don't know if anyone really wants to hear me sing. I am willing to, but I don't think it'll be a very good experience for the listener.
We can find out. I am more than willing to do it, of course, because of my own brand of silliness, but I just wanted to drop it out there because it was a interesting offer. There's going to be a whole, let's just say, flim-flam style sing-along that's going to be rather awesome.
I love that there's a song as part of this. This sounds great. What an awesome idea.
It's going to be great. So, all right. So we got these two on, returning guests, both of them, to go ahead and talk some pony this week. We can run through these two questions that we have to do every week really easy. Serial Gem Butt, right?
Gem butt.
Okay. Pixel, is it the one butt?
Always one, but
Okay.
I like Gem Horse too, though. So
Oh,
those are the top two.
Okay.
Trixie's okay.
Eh.
I like her hair.
I think the words you're looking for are great and powerful, actually, but
Eh. Okay. Serial favorite episode.
Oh, the one with the ponies in it.
Okay, cool. PK or
still suited
Now-
for success.
See, that's why you don't abbreviate her name.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
I
just
am-
because PK's dumb and has a name that's initials.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
PK's not dumb. PK's awesome.
PK is
But he
awesome.
does have a name that's initials.
PK is.
All right, we
Moving
officially need to. Okay, I want the chat to do this today. So to understand, PK is one of the guys working over at Equestria Daily, where
Working in quotation marks.
Yes, over at Equestria Daily. Give him an actual proper name so we can just do this. Today, let's just get rid of PK and just completely make something new. So what should we call him? We should call him Pretty Kitten. Okay,
Okay.
there you go. Pretty Kitten.
Pretty kitten.
He doesn't get a choice in this. He's now a Pretty Kitten. All right. So cool. Got you two guys and gal on. So let's go ahead and move through this. We got our sponsor. Our first sponsor is We Love Fine, the fine purveyors of pony tees. I am wearing one right now with my awesome scratch face. If you wish to get 10% off your purchase, you can always use the code Bronyville10. And let me check the site. I wonder what's new out there. Oh, and also Pixel makes stuff for them.
I do. I have new stuff up, in fact.
Oh, you do?
I do. I have Halloween-themed stuff up now.
Oh, I'll need to see this. Oh, the shirt I'm wearing is actually one of the best sellers. Nice. Let's see. So new products. They've actually been, they've been doing a lot more like neat tees and things like that. The Avengers tee. Looks like they have a Chewbacca Wookiee tee.
They're doing some all-over T-shirts now that are really cool, too, that have the design, like, all over, thus the name, the T-shirt. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, some real cool stuff coming through there. Okay, and that's WeLoveFine.com. Check it out. I said Bronyville10 will get you 10% off your purchase. And also, it is the Las Pegasus Unicon. That is the convention coming up in Las Vegas.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Sounds like a bunch of us are going to be there. I know that I will be there. February 22nd through 24th at the Riviera Hotel and Casino. And the special guests at this point are Tara Strong, Amy Keating-Rogers, John Delancey, and Daniel Ingram. So,
and of course, EQD will be there, and I think Pixel, you have a table there, don't you?
I am going to be there right next to JJ, so yes.
Awesome.
All right. Come on down and see us.
That will be cool. I'm looking forward to that. We will definitely be recording stuff and talking to people, but I think I'm actually looking forward to this since Sandy will not be here. I think I really want this to be, just kind of record things on the fly, just have some fun with it.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Strap a GoPro to my head, live stream the whole thing. That seems like a good idea.
And not worry about having to schedule stuff and stupid artists not showing up when you ask them to, and not mentioning myself.
Oh dear, did that happen?
There was
confusion.
Yeah, there was some oh crud, we need to, oh man, sorry, we had to jump up here to get something, and I passed you on the way as you were walking back to the hotel, and oops. See, if I set a GoPro on top of my head and have a helmet mount the whole con and live stream it using a mobile Wi-Fi thing, it'll be great because people will get a completely different view of a convention.
Just take it off when you go to the restroom.
It's like I'm the God,
remember that,
oh
yes.
yeah, ooh,
Definitely remember that.
ooh, honey, hold on to my hat. I don't want to. Ooh, good point.
So Sandy's not there. You're just gonna grab me when you need someone because you just cannot get anyone else. And you have to settle for me.
Maybe.
All right, because that's what you did at Everfree.
Kind of.
I was just walking by the little thing. So cereal, you should be on this table. All right,
sit here. I've got to go wander off and take a nap. All right. Well, that's our sponsor. So news time. All right. So
news is kind of important.
Well, okay. So. I'm giving up. I don't think it's ever gonna come. So we need to move on. Find a different show. Regular shows. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's popping up. That seems pretty good. Yeah. There is I don't know if Regular Show has a podcast yet, but obviously, I mean, I'm giving up at this point. I mean, Ponies isn't coming back, so it's all been
just teasing us.
It's all been a sham. It's
used.
Just completely. Wait, what's this note you have here? Season 3, November 10th.
Oh, I don't know. I was just throwing words together. Let me follow this link. It probably doesn't lead to anything.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I guess season 3 is on November 10th, 2012.
What do you know?
Yeah. All right then.
Okay, that's cool, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ponies are back in like 20 days.
Yeah,
Great.
we actually have a timer down at the very bottom of EQD. It's currently says 20 days, 18 hours, 27 minutes, 40 seconds to season 3.
I have 26
of course,
seconds.
we will have Zyro doing our HD streaming. Well, not streaming. Put it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have that on EQD within hours of the broadcast.
Hooray.
If you wish to do it that way.
And then flood back into all the rooms to watch shows and things like that. Hub, if you only let's make it easier. I swear, if the hub could just do like actually put live stuff to the web and actually show the commercials that way, we just destroy that service too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that wouldn't stay up more than 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Twisted Haywire has ponycountdown.com, which looks like it is updated. And let me click that. Take a look. I still say that one of these needs to actually have the 24 style, like, patink, 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 each time that it changes, just to make it that much more, like, exciting.
Shout out to 24 for being the best show on television.
I've never seen it.
I've never watched it. No.
Go watch it. It's great.
And he didn't say it. He just said it very wrong because he didn't say Doctor Who or Walking Dead.
Either one of those, I'll accept.
I really tried to get into Doctor Who. It just did not click for me.
Depends. What did you start from, like the new series, or did you go way back?
Yeah, brand new with Rose. I watched about halfway through. It just wasn't working for me.
I do have to say there are a few. Oh God, what's the one from the first season? The something child. Are you my mommy?
The Empty Child.
Oh, the Empty Child is good.
Yes, that's so good. Are you my mommy?
Oh, that was so good, so weird and creepy. But yes.
I love Christopher Eccleston. He's so awesome.
Very cool. I kind of wish he was the Doctor for just maybe one season more.
I wish he wasn't bitter about the Doctor at this point. That's what's really disappointing. He won't come back and do anything anymore. So.
Oh, really? What happened there?
Yeah, he apparently didn't like the people working on the planning the show, and it just ruined it for him. And he won't do anything. Like the 50th anniversary is coming back. He won't be involved with it. It's so sad.
Ouch.
He's my favorite.
Tennant still has his place in my heart. I love I still love Matt Smith, but there are points in the recent series where I'm like, the dude looks like a mannequin. Like, just has this weird, like, look to him. I don't know. It's like it was made out of a people factory.
I like that very idea.
just like
we need a new Doctor Who. Let's just look online. Let's see.
What should we name him? Just Matt Smith. Done. Just.
John Smith. No, too obvious. Matt Smith.
Done. Person factory. So, yeah. All right. Well, back on track. Season 3 is on November 10th. So, more pony. And the good thing about our particular show is the fact that, well, since we are recorded on, on Saturdays at noon Pacific Daylight Time, we will have the optimum spot for first contact and first discussion on the new episodes.
You're well within that range of like, oh my god, the episode was great, oh my god.
Yeah, and then totally, I would fully expect we'll probably have kick the call-ins back in and have people actually talk and overanalyze the episode. Did you notice when Rarity moved her mane at that point? Obviously, it was talking about the Illuminati.
That's awesome. I'm going to look for Illuminati references in every episode from now on.
I will be that guy.
They were talking about the danger of going back to the gold standard. Just like, good. Woo.
The Illuminati could hide in Rarity's mane. It's enormous.
Just in one of those folds, one of those rolls.
Or one of her giant hats.
True.
They just keep getting bigger, and I love it.
Just needs one of those like weird peacock feather headdresses, like bigger. They've had them before, but just one of these is like bigger than the size of her and a half.
She's had some pretty big hats.
Yep. Okay, so season 3, November 10th. So yeah, that's going to be coming up, and we will be completely here for all of the after show discussions. Did they announce like the date, or the time of day that it's going to be airing?
I'm sure they. Let me check.
Because I
do not recall.
Because the question is especially like the point where they moved it at someone saying 10 a.m. Is that Pacific or what? Like what time is that?
Anyone in the chat? You guys know?
Yeah, because
they're saying 10 a.m.
Okay, PST. So all right, so that's going to be I'm getting Eastern and PST. We gotta know. 10 specific time. Got you.
That's funny. So 10 PST is
Pacific time.
Noon. No, it's
noon Central.
Noon Central.
1 Eastern.
I wish it was earlier.
I can't take it earlier. I mean, it's just it's so hard for me to get up. Like the 7 a.m. like time to watch. To critically analyze ponies is hard.
I guess that's tough, but it kind of ruins the experience of just getting up in pajamas with cereal in hand. Not that cereal.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
and watching
What's
the show.
the hand?
It's not the same one.
Well,
in Hoof? Yes.
Well, the obvious. Yeah. Listen, she does enjoy Lyra, so. No. That's sorry. That's I'm getting stuff mixied.
C is Lyra, Pixel is Wand Butt.
Bad. Butt. I blame the bad coffee.
Nice voice crack.
You're welcome. I enjoy that, as said, because it allows us Pacific timers.
Somebody said Hub website states 10 a.m. East, 7 a.m. Pacific.
Boo.
Give me a link. I need a link, Lightshine.
Yeah, so, okay, supposedly...
Quit shipping me with things and give me a link.
Supposedly that is, okay, so let's see if someone has a link to confirm on this. So it looks like multiple are saying hub website states 10 a.m. EST,
Click.
7 p.m. PST.
Link.
So that is
10
a...
a.m. ET, yeah, 7 a.m.
Yeah, that's
ET.
what it says.
All
That's
right.
it.
So that would be 9
Yes.
Central, 10 Eastern.
All right. So that means that...
Wow, that's early.
yeah, that is early. That is definitely
that's
early
what
Pacific.
it was last season, right?
They moved it halfway through the season. They made it later in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 9 a.m. is sticking in my brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 7 a.m. Whew.
Whatever time it is, it'll be on EQD within a few hours. So
yeah, that's kind of the benefit of it. If it is early, I can usually get maybe an HD copy. If not, if not,
480p is definitely be up like in half an hour.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Hour.
The big question is, I wish they were smart enough to do this, but I would love if they actually, like, the day of on iTunes loaded the day of, or hell, even a day before, like, loaded the episode so that way I could watch it like 1080p, ready to go. Like,
I'm sure there are some licensing issues.
I'm
involved with
certain there are,
that,
but
which is why we need to abolish the something. I don't know. Give me something I can rave about.
the gold standard
Cable companies. Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
The Illuminati.
Well, the point is, it needs to be on iTunes.
Well, it is on iTunes. It just comes out the
it
next.
needs to be on iTunes before.
Yeah.
At
It
a
comes
reasonable
out
hour.
the next day. And
Isn't
supposedly,
bad.
I guess opposed to the, so all the indications right now is that we're going to have, is the first episode, we're going to have a 2-parter to start off with, it sounds like, or my guess is.
Yeah.
And it seems like, unlike the Candlelight Wedding, it's not going to be a 1-2.
I was wondering that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one episode and then, the next episode the next week.
Probably.
So if it is a cliffhanger, like,
Of course it will be.
I still say, like, if they had cut the Candlelight Wedding into 2 episodes, the fandom would have lost its mind. Like, absolutely lost its skull. Like,
a solid week of freaking out.
just like, Twilight got taken by devils, like something like that.
That was the best reveal.
Yeah, it was great. That was great. Just the you will be green eyes, green fire, Twilight sinking into the floor, just like, oh no.
It's such a shame that the second episode just kind of fell apart.
I still like it.
I like the second episode. Yeah,
It had some pacing issues. That's all.
Eh.
it had Chrysalis. I mean,
I know it
man.
had the Crystals is awesome, but just,
I
they could have done with another 45 minutes. I think.
I still say that the moment that Chrysalis reveals her form and it's that great silhouette is still like my favorite image. Single image from the entire series of just that silhouette and then the eyes and the teeth. I'm just like, oh, that's bad. That was so good. So, yep. All right. So I'm wrong. Timo's saying both parts on November 10th. I don't know things. I say things. I'm extrapolating. Okay. So
it's going to be on the same day.
Yeah, sure. So
forget everything we just said.
Yeah. Okay. So let's rewind. Hey, Pony's coming back November 10th. 2-parter episode. They're showing both of them, and yeah. Crystal Empire.
People saying the audio just died.
And audio died? That's weird.
Yep.
Hey,
everyone
baby.
said the audio's dead.
Could you check the audio? Did it like stop? Is it still coming
it's
across?
dead.
That's weird. And then the audio died. Did the USB get pulled out or something?
Boy, M's going to do a whole lot of editing. Oh, wow. What?
I don't know. Yep. Okay.
myself.
They said it's back. Probably was one of the USBs got yanked out. So, okay. Yeah, it may have just been a momentary thing, but luckily it's not too bad editing wise for M. Hooray!
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Comic book covers. There's a few of them. So there's this My Little Pony comic book coming out. Looks super, super cool. And done by, I'm losing the acronym.
IDW.
IDW, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, we got a whole list of the alternate comic book covers on EQD. I like the derpy one. Just released in Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy one, which AppleCider said he didn't like, but
I think that the Fluttershy one looks good. I mean, say what
I
you
like the
will
Rainbow
about
Dash
Rainbow
one, but-
Dash.
yeah, because you hate Rainbow Dash.
I don't
know
hate
why.
Rainbow Dash.
You do.
I think I like the derpy one best. Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
Although
All
the
right,
one with the big crowd scene is pretty awesome.
Yeah. My other's favorite is I don't know what kind of. It's Pinky with the cake. She's got the slice of cake in her hoof. That cake just reminds me of pizza for some reason. It's
Yeah, the way it's melty with
it's
the yellow
breaking my
cheese.
brain.
Yeah, it's
It's
pizza
like I
cake.
know this is cake, but it looks like a pizza.
Now, which of the derpy ones do you like? Because there's the one where
I like
she's
the one
trying
with
to
the big
eat.
eyes.
I
Where
actually
she's laying in the comics.
I like
Yeah,
the
comics
one.
one I think is really adorable.
I don't know. I really like the just like her with the enormous bag of comics
That one's good too. But
flying to double midnight, whatever that is.
And Dash is in the background actually reading a comic and not helping out in the least.
I'm sorry, Big Ol' Eyes has my vote.
Okay, whatever. You don't like Avengers, so you're known to be wrong.
That's not nice at all.
No, it wasn't. Setting it down.
You are a jerk, Cider.
Be hammy, maybe. Maybe reminds me too much of Sonic. No, let it go. No. All right.
Featherprop mentioned in the chat that it sort of smacks a bit of fleecing the fandom with all these comic covers. Apparently, you don't remember collecting comics in the 1990s because that was insane with covers and alternates and special polybagged issues with pogs and cards and. Yeah.
Hey, dudes, they should bring back some pogs for this.
Pony pogs, that's the next thing. Oh my god.
Give me some slammers. Oh, man, check out my slammer. It's a brick.
It's a manhole cover. Are you kidding me?
Pong, I win. Give them back.
I don't know what these guys are talking about because I wasn't born in the 80s.
Young and...
I know what pogs are. I just... How old are you?
I think he's asking you how old you are. It's not a nice thing to say to a lady.
It's not?
No.
I don't care. Oh, okay.
She was cool. Obviously,
see,
you not.
When I was a child, I wasn't allowed to have toys.
Or humor or fun. Yeah, I noticed.
They kind of locked me in a box until I was 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that
That's why I
explains
do
a
it.
lot.
Yep.
So let's see. They've got, oh man, I really do need to like order these, like some of these comics because like, okay, I at least need the complete box set. Like at the very least. I don't even know where to get some of these, like Joint Larry's and Jetpack variant. Like,
yeah, I think a lot of these are like in-store exclusives. Like you can't even order them through the internets or anything, which kind of sucks if you're trying to get them all without buying them on eBay for 1 million bits after the fact.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be rough to try and get these. I do think the Larry's comics is going to be is going to be a big one that people are going to try and get. And I think they said something that there's like going to be like only 140 of those.
125, I think is the number. Yeah, so good luck.
Mega in demand. And supposedly the entire comic, like a whole bunch of comic book people are really ticked off of how popular this is.
Why?
Well, we mentioned it last week of just like comic book places going like, yeah, so the hottest pre-order going on right now is
outselling everyone. Yeah, that's pretty funny actually.
It's like the hottest property right now is My Little Pony. This and then followed by like comic books are dead.
Oh, come on. Comic books died with the new 52. Everybody knows that.
What?
It was DC's relaunch like last year. It was kind of stupid.
Yeah, see, I don't even know anything about that. I'm dating myself.
No, I thought it died with Darkest Night.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
It died with every single time they've tried to reboot X, where X is Superman, Spider-Man. Continue.
Listen to these two.
Yep. All right. So let's do this. Let's move on. Everyone got interviewed. We got a big link.
Everyone got interviewed. So let's see. I forgot what this link was already. Yeah, Kathy Westluck was interviewed on Market Mailer. And then we got a guy interviewing everyone at Candlelight Gardens. Michelle, Andrew Francis, Livman, Peter New, just whole smackload of interviews, and we got those on the Equestria Daily. So if you guys haven't seen an interview with any of these people, it might be good to check out, as well as the headliner with Kathy Westluck.
Yep, and
so
that
if
is
you like those interviews, go do it.
Yep, and those are all listed there, and you can check them out. Looks like it's an Anime on Demand YouTube, and they literally interviewed pretty much everyone at Canterlot Gardens. So pimping out a little bit of good content out there. And let's see, moving on.
Had a derp.
So I heard you enjoyed alicorns.
I do like those. Yeah.
Would you like a Twilacorn?
Is that what we're calling it?
Sure, Twilacorn.
Alicorn Sparkle.
Yeah. How do you derp like that? Like, that took effort.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of one of the old vectors, and someone just randomly stuck wings on there. You have to try to do that.
Celestia is too big. Use the purple one.
Oh man, so yeah. What we're talking about is there was an official piece of advertising with Twilight having some wings, big old wing flare there, and they're Luna wings, I believe, season 1 Luna wings.
She seems to be covered in sparkles too. If you
and
look at the picture, she's shiny.
She is indeed sparkly.
Shiny.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, that is her final form, or so I am told. I'm not actually told that. I just made that up.
I do enjoy the fact that the cast of Sister Sister enjoys the new Furbies too.
They're really into them. Yeah.
Those things are freaky.
I haven't.
And it looks like there's a job interview going on right below Twilight in the back there too, which is kind of neat.
And I've been shipped with Alicorn Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah, it looks like there's a job interview, and looks like there's one of those guys that wears a wristwatch, but wears it on the opposite end, so he looks at his like wrist. Like
Either that, or he's playing the crushing your head game with somebody across the room. I'm not sure which.
Yeah. What we need are captions for this image.
Yes.
Just that guy.
Yes.
It needs to be a meme. Everybody make it happen, please.
But so this is great for a audio podcast where you can't see the image, but what you can do is go over
in the show doc.
Yeah, go to the show notes. The show notes are over at BronyvillePodcast.com. Click on the show notes for this episode, and you can see said image and go, that's odd. So yeah, it's surprising to me that it's just like, we had to include everything needs wings. If we look back there, Rarity probably has wings. Actually, I'm trying to see
points. All right, I'll give points to anyone who draws pixel kitties and me with wings.
I'll take wings. I could use wings.
That's our theme. You have until the end of the show.
Give us
Get
wings.
on it.
You can't see it, but Rarity there has wings too. Just everything had wings. Why not?
Everything. Well, Rainbow Dash. Wait.
That guy has wings. He's just ready to sprout them. He's checking his watch towards how long until his wings pop off his back.
Does anyone know what the source of this image is? Is it like a toy conference of some kind or something?
I was going to ask that, but I didn't want to look dumb.
Yeah, I don't
because it's my site, not because.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that sounded mean. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant.
Well, let's see.
Apparently it showed up on Twitter.
Yeah, and the Twitter account.
But the Twitter page is broken. Okay.
Well, it's BL Europe was the one that originally had it. I wonder if they removed it. So let's see. Do some
brand licensing. I suppose it must have been a meeting of some kind. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, brand licensing Europe 2012. I guess this might have been a 2013 definitive event for the entire European licensing industry. 16 to 18th October 2012. So yep.
Okay.
So it was a licensing summit. Bunch of people meeting together, going like, "Hey, so I understand. I want more of the blue wingy one. Like,
she seems to sell well.
Yes, we'd like to order 1,000 of the blue wingy one. Sir, the blue wingy one's actually a mistake. Oh no, that one I like it better.
I want this gray Pegasus with the derpy eyes.
Just send this. Oh no, we can't give you the gray one. The gray one doesn't exist anymore. We can offer you. We've got this green one that's kind of odd. It's a little off, kind of damaged, really about hands. But we can totally get you that. I mean, how much are you looking to spend on pony? I mean, like, what pony would you like to license, sir? I'm kind of. Nothing.
Yeah. I'm not sure where you were going. I was just going to let you talk.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just listening. It was good. Keep going.
Yeah, no,
What are you doing? It was a nice one. Okay, and that's it. That's all there was this week. There was nothing else newsworthy, really. It's season 3. We'll have more to talk about when stuff comes.
Surely do.
Yup. All right, books, fanfics. I didn't read anything. Reading's hard, but I did have a email that I included here because a fan, Issa, or I-SAW, I saw, has some here that they would like to recommend. Twilight Sparkle gets a free salad. The Best Pony's impeccable logic leads her to believe that a fast food salad should be free. After a short while in the involvement of the Equestrian Intelligence Service, she is forced to go totally flank-kicking awesome for all the wrong reasons. Guest appearance by Drakbog, King of Frogs.
I would read that, actually. That sounds great.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see. Some other ones I'll just mention by their title. For whom the princess would destroy. And One Man's Pony Ramblings.
It's a blog, not a story.
Yes. Blog, review, in-depth. All the stories that have received 6-star ratings on Equestria Daily. Fear him. I guess.
Oh, was he actually reviewing? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so he wouldn't review any of mine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Burned. So yeah,
No.
that is your links. I'll use those as mine for this week. Serial has a frowny face.
Oh.
I can't read.
Yeah. And Pixel, you've it's something here.
I actually do have one this week, and usually I don't read a lot of fic, but the story of this one kind of piqued my interest. It's called Twilight Alone, and it's by Tritus. And let me throw the link up there in the chat if anyone wants to read it. And it's really neat because it kind of supposes how sad and kind of resentful Twilight would be after the events of the Canterlot wedding. She goes home and realizes all her friends sort of refused to believe her about what went on, and she was right all along, and they just dismissed her worries and fears and concerns once again, much like in Lesson 0. And it just sort of deals with her dealing with that, and I really enjoyed it and would recommend it.
It's incomplete at this time, so it's still in the
Yes. That is correct.
Still in the building stage.
Still being righted, but it's worth checking out.
Mm-hmm. All right, that sounds interesting. Yeah, it sounds like some of those reaction fics, and especially after the Canterlot wedding, it's less the like, oh, and Chrysalis got blown into the Badlands, and now she's with Brayburn and Appaloosa, like stuff like that.
Yes.
It's more actually following her. It's kind of like the stuff that popped up right after Mare Duel, where everybody was like, no, Rainbow Dash would probably still be upset.
That whole episode, I'm not going to go into it.
Don't go into it. All right.
Not going there.
Yeah, but
No,
okay.
I think we've talked that one to death.
Twilight Alone by Tritus. So, yep, mentioned in the show notes, so you can go check that out and give that a read. All right, topic time. Which is likely going to be us just going quickly to emails. I had a good idea for an episode, and I mentioned it here. All of Equestria is up in hooves about the newly released I Heard. Applejack isn't too sure about this newfangled bit of bric-a-brac and doesn't understand why every pony is so insistent she get one.
I like it.
I think that could be fun.
I think it could be a lot of fun.
if it were, something.
It'd be awesome
related.
to just see all the ponies in Ponyville walking around with their face stuck in this new device, and Applejack is completely confused as to why you'd want one. I like it.
Yeah, I think that could be a neat one of the motto of just like, hey, sometimes your friends doesn't have to be into everything that you're into.
I think that's a very good lesson for our community to learn something.
Just the entire thing of just like, of the, no, dude, you have to try this. You have to. It's like, no, I don't. I'm kind of happy with what I'm doing.
No, you don't understand.
No, you have to think this way.
I'm liking this more and more.
Yes, and then the joke of the fact that it's I Heard, spelled IHERD.
I'm sure they wouldn't be that on the nose, but
Oh no. It's good because it's a play on words, because it's like I heard with your hearing.
Steve Jobs as a pony would be awesome, says someone in the chat. Yes, he would. That would be awesome.
But yeah, that's my fake episode for the week. I enjoy that. I think that
I'm in favor of this episode.
Me too. Thumbs up. I mean, hoof up.
Hoof
yeah,
in your general direction.
Yes. Sig Hail apple cider.
Wait, what? I'm not a part of this. I'm not.
I hook up and I realized what it looked like.
No, let's cut this out. What are we doing?
You're our glorious leader.
No,
Lead us to Otherland.
Serial, what you doing?
Stop bringing this. Stop bringing last week into this week. Jeez.
Last week, I wasn't talking about this last week.
You were weird. All you EQDers are all crazy-fied.
It's because you brought us all. See, when you bring me on, I can be normal, but when you bring us all
You're being
on,
normal now?
No, but more normal.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move this forward. We got a bunch of emails. You guys actually hit the email box pretty hard and pretty good this week, so we've got a big collection of these. I will go ahead and start first. Cyril second. Pixel Kitties, if you will grab thirdsies.
Gladly.
All right, let's do this. Dear Apple Cider, Chef Sandy, and assorted ponies, griffins, zebras, etc. I have a theory that's brewing since King Sombra's visage was leaked. By the way, I think Amy Keating...
Not somber, but...
Yes, I think Amy Keating Rogers were very much like, who's this King Sombra? It's Sombra. King Sombra isn't evil. The Crystal Empire is. Now let me explain if we apply the classic Disney connotations to the naming of princess and princesses are good, emperors, empresses, and queens are bad, and kings and knights are good. Kingdom good, empire bad. Since the show is done, the dark is not evil angle before as well. As the don't judge a book by its cover before, it is reasonable to say that King Sombra has a good shot at not being evil. The Crystal Empire just sounded like some giant imposing force, let alone it just vanished centuries ago. The average citizens were shown being a little wary of spies, as well as formerly over-naturalistic. King Sombra suppressed the Crystal Pony's pride by suppressing the memories that cause it. Finally, the architecture is very angular in comparison to the curved architecture of Canterlot, which was visually based off the Mirth Truth and the Christ the Savior Cathedral in Moscow. As such, one could make a compelling argument towards the positive alignment of King Sombra. Your faithful listener, Feathers the Griffin, P.S. Fluttershy is best pony, and Cadence is best princess.
Wow, that was a bunch of wrong opinions there at the end. That's an interesting theory. Unfortunately, I don't think that's the way they took it.
Now, I don't think I don't think the Crystal Empire is bad because it is stamped on every piece of merchandise.
Yeah.
That would be kind of... It just wouldn't work, because...
And also, King Sombra has a blood red horn, a crown of spikes, and fangs. I mean, it's... Yeah,
he's not as interesting looking as Chrysalis, but you can clearly tell that they're painting the evil palette.
No good.
Yeah. He's the antipone,
And we've got Discord coming into this at some point. Maybe, I don't know, shrug, but
Now, if you wanted to make a compelling reason of why this all happened, they said that, I think the information that we have so far is that the kingdom had been gone for like 1,000 years, or they just never seen it before.
I'm not sure. I think they said it just suddenly appeared. Because when they time traveled or something, I don't know.
They're carrying around that book when they're singing the song, so I'm guessing they learn about it from a history book or something, maybe? I don't know.
Because I was trying to tie something in. All right, headcanon warning, here we go. Going down this track. I was
hold on a second. Wait.
Hey.
How many years did they say that it had been disappeared? Did they say thousands or 1,000?
I think it's 1,000. I think.
Now, what else happened 1,000 years ago?
I know, this is where I was going.
Right.
Luna gets imprisoned 1,000 years ago. So, headcanon warning here. What if King Sombra is just Sombra is simply just upset because Luna turned into Nightmare Moon and had to be in prison, so he just went rage quit, hide kingdom.
Maybe.
Just went into hiding.
Possibility.
That is a possibility. That is, that
could certainly give Luna some character that she so sorely needs.
Mm-hmm. Like there was literally another Alicorn that was interested, and just unfortunately everything went bad, and then he hid himself, and that would make it a way that he could be a villain, empathetic, maybe redeemable, etc. So, of course, as said, this is looking way too hard into stuff we don't know. So,
oh yeah, and just as a final note, they do seem to be sometimes like wary of tying into previous episodes, so that might not even pan out at all.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they could make no mention of Luna at all.
It rarely happens. Luna Eclipse was probably the only time they mentioned a previous episode in that major of a way.
Though it does,
unless I'm missing an obvious example,
it does sound like that they're going to be trying more to do a lot more of the pony prehistory, which I think is something that we all kind of want. Is just like, yep. Hey, there were tribes of ponies that were somehow had Celestia and Luna flags, but they're not around. What's going on? Just like the what we have is very minimal. So,
yep.
I think everyone kind of just wants to figure out the expanded universe that all this is part of. But yeah, I mean, I see openings of how King Sombra could be redeemed in some way. Very well could have a Beauty and the Beast kind of thing where it's just like, I am cured. All right, I'm an okay dude now. But I think I still see a friendship cannon coming towards his face though. So yeah, the usual.
All right.
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Yep. Serial, hit that next one. Oh, hey, right. Tetra just linked something. This is
wings.
This is a requirement.
Hey, awesome.
Hey,
yay,
look at you.
Tetra wins all the points.
A la carte.
My eyes have no color.
We look so upset about our wings.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on?
I don't understand.
Like, you're staring at my wings, and I'm staring at something on the ground that I'm not very happy with.
Screaming at me because I've changed you into that with dark cider alchemy.
I am afraid of heights, actually. Thank you, chat. IRL, I am afraid of heights.
Serial, go for it.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the email.
Hey, AC, CS, SN, and lovely guests. What's AppleCider, Chef Sandy? Who's SN?
Starry Night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. She doesn't have her headphones on. You're good.
After listening to your most recent podcast with part of the EQD staff, oh God, no. I came to a very critical and important decision. That Midnight Shadow is no longer my favorite reoccurring guest. Wait for gasp or applause. That is right. Serial Velocity has stolen my affection for his stellar performance and ludicrous shenanigans. On a serious note, I have a question for you, if you will hear me out. When I hear about post-convention stories from other people, I always hear how much fun people had meeting other members IRL. So my question to you, is it worth my time, money, and effort to even attend a con if I have little to no internet friends? Almost all my Brony friends are local. If you read this on the air, thank you. If not, I hope to hear back from you. Sincerely, Elusive Shark.
Oh, you got a fan. You got a fan.
It's official. Cereal is best pony and an important part of a balanced breakfast.
Oh, you can't make a joke out of that. I would, to answer his question, I would say yes, just because, yeah, friends are a huge part of it, but you go to a convention, you're going to meet new people that you're probably going to connect with later anyway, and just being in that atmosphere is what you really go for. You can do it by yourself. Like, the immersion is part of it, and you will meet people anyway. And if you can bring just one person along with you, you're going to have a ton of fun. Just find one person, just drag them. I know you're trying to say something. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I would say one thing I wish that some of these conventions would do that I think is a really great thing is I've been to conventions before that had like a before even the opening ceremonies, they had so this is your first convention panel. And the benefit of that is, one, it gets you to understand like a bunch of the important stuffs of like, hey, you should probably eat and drink while you're here so you don't like collapse. Like if you brought no money, like you're dumb. But it also like it serves a really important like point where you could be like, hey, and you're also surrounded in a room of people who are brand new to this thing, that don't know each other, that probably don't want to just hang out by themselves this whole convention. So why don't you just chat amongst yourselves and meet each other and make a friend? And that actually works really, really well. Like
don't be shy. I mean, you all have
Yeah.
a common interest, and that's why you're all here. So that's a good conversation point right there.
Yeah.
At the conventions I've been to so far, I mean, in general, there's so many people everywhere. You don't stay without a friend for very long. You know, within minutes, you're going to be right next to someone and fangasming over something on a vendor table or a voice actress who just walked by or something. You will make friends very quickly. It's hard to be antisocial when you're among that many people who are just as excited as you are about this awesome thing that you love.
And Feather Prop brought up a good point. I found that especially when you're starting out, panels is a big thing for when you're kind of new or you want to like listen or see something. I find that the longer I go to conventions, the less panels I go to, and less while I'm running them. But you know, for people who are new or actually want to see these things at conventions, panels are a great way to go. So that's probably the best thing. Go there, go to panels. You know, it's interesting, especially in the Brony community, of just how open hanging out with people can be. I mean, not only the fan, you know, us fan notable people who literally can sometimes be like, you know, there was the whole New York, hey, we're going to go get food at 1 a.m. with all the pre-readers that just happened.
Yeah, that was just, you know, little spontaneous things like that are what's going to keep you going to these. And you don't really plan a convention so much as you go to it and you insert yourself into it and you see what happens. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of like, hey, you guys want to do X? All right.
Don't do X, guys. You guys want to go up to the room and do X? No.
Yeah, don't give out your room number, by the way. You don't know how many times the EQD hotel room has turned into like the meeting place for everyone, regardless of how big the room is.
But the you know, it's a smart thing. I mean, there's always the I'm trying to think the 3, 2, 1, or not but like 3 meals a day, 2 forget, but like just make sure you shower once a day at least.
Please,
yes,
absolutely.
please.
3 meals.
Like, that shouldn't even have to mention that. Please shower.
Yeah,
please.
If you
that hasn't been a problem at these cons.
No,
so
it
far,
hasn't. But I've gone to plenty of a con that has been like, it's Thursday and you got a stank. What the heck?
People are saying 6, 2, 1, 6. They don't know.
6, 2, 1, 6, 2, 1. Yeah, forget the
6 hours of sleep, 2 meals a day, and a shower. I think.
Yeah, that works. The minimum 6 hours sleep, 2 meals, and 1 shower is the correct one. 3 hours.
3 hours of sleep, 2 full meals, and a shower.
That's actually more accurate.
That's my convention.
You sleep at conventions? Wow, you're so lucky.
I can get 2 or 3 hours in. I'm good, man.
6 showers, 2 hours sleep, and a meal a day. Depends.
See, it works with every number. This is good.
But yeah, you should definitely make it a point to go to a convention. Just because you aren't terribly active online, that should not stop you. You'll have a wonderful time.
6 meals a day, 2 showers, and an hour sleep. It goes all, and it works either way. But yes, conventions are great. I highly recommend them. Especially, it's great to be in a spot where you have 100% something in common with everyone there. Yeah. Like you could simply just be completely just not have anything to say, lean over and go, so what was your favorite episode? And start a conversation just like that.
It's that easy.
Yeah. It's super. And you can certainly make friends and meet people, and, you know, and heck, you know, as kind of said before, you know, it is sometimes shocking at how easy it is to reach out and get into contact with people that are actually connected to the show. So,
and just a small thing before we move on.
Yep.
I know I've gotten this complaint before because I do con wrap-ups for EQD, the retrospectives. And every time I'll always get like 1 or 2 guys going, this is not representative of the con experience a normal person would have because you're on EQD staff. Well, I'm here to tell you this. When I went to BronyCon the very first time, I didn't have my badge on the first half of the first day. And I still would hold everything I just said. It is really that easy. You don't have to. No one has to know who you are. It's that friendly. It's not. If you've been to other conventions, I would say that this is probably not representative of other conventions. It's weird, you know?
Well, I mean, this community is a lot more focused and a lot more I want to say a lot more friendly, but I'm not sure I can 100% say that across the board. Because
there's always going to be people.
Well, but because it's focused, you usually end up having a tighter understanding and a tighter group of people. Whereas in an anime con, it is scattershot to a bajillionth degree, you know.
Yeah, our interests are pretty. I mean, we all have favorite ponies, favorite episodes, but our interests are ponies in general. So we're all pretty much there for the exact same reason.
Yeah, you could go to a sci-fi convention or an anime con and have watched hundreds of things and still find plenty of people that would just give you a blank stare if you talked about, this is my favorite thing. You'd find someone eventually, but the benefit of this is the fact that you can pretty much go to anyone and say, so Fluttershy is kind of a cute pony. And so they go, oh yeah, Fluttershy. Yeah, totally.
Not in that voice, hopefully.
I'm part of a hair rock band. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna pass on you. No, come on back. I want to hang. Oh man. Oh, dude, why'd I have to hang out near the hair rockers? You guys like Pinkie Pie? Oh, jeez.
There needs to be a hair rock panel at the next convention. There just needs to be.
To Jorkin, security help! Time to start up the first pony hair rock brand. Fluttershy! Fluttershy! Yellow pony flying around, she likes animals. Get at it! Told the dragon to stop being mean, Fluttershy!
What the hell are you doing?
I don't know.
People are just leaving. Oh no, people are actually joining. Right?
Fluttershy would hear that song and be like, "Oh, well, that's I think I'm going." That's a very nice song. I think I'll leave. Oh, so I hope that answered your question. Don't do hair rock, kids.
Don't do hair rock. Take a shower and go to conventions. They're cool.
There you go. All right. Thanks, kitties.
Okay. Let's see. There we are. Okay. Dear Bronyville crew, I have recently started listening to the show. I have listened to more podcasts in general because I have needed something to keep me occupied while hunting for a new job. I lost my job last year because the contract I was on ended and I was not placed in a new position. So, as you can imagine, my spirits have been down lately, but your show has helped to change that. Yeah. It seems to have brought me some good luck at best.
I believe there's a C, not a. There we go. Lock.
Good luck at best.
Good luck. There we go.
As I write this email, I have been preparing for a job interview at a place that sells suits. Nice suits. So wish me luck, every pony.
Good luck.
And now, good luck. Good luck to you.
Good luck, man.
And now, since I consider myself a brony officially, I'll answer the questions you usually ask your guests. My favorite pony is Applejack, everyone's favorite background character.
Yay.
Gotta love a hardworking girl with a southern twang. My favorite episode is the Super Cider Squeezy 6000, an episode where we actually get to see Applejack and the rest of her family shine. Also, I think I need a pony character of myself. Considering my love of the trading card game Magic the Gathering, I shall be Planeswalker Pony. My cutie mark would be the Planeswalker symbol pictured here. And there is a link, or you could Google Planeswalker symbol, I guess. Also gotta love the added alliterative appeal of the name. I should get to work on getting some art of that. Anyway, keep up the good work with the show. Yours truly, Planeswalker Pony.
All right,
Okie dokie.
cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'm checking that out. I know very little about magic. Are among the most powerful beings in the multiverse, and are the thematic identities of the players of the game. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Welcome
good
to the world of diminutive equines.
Yes.
And good luck with the new job. And it's good to see Applejack getting love. She's my Mister's favorite pony as well. So cool.
Yeah, she needs to have that I Heard episode, and she'll be perfect. That's all she needs.
Perfect.
All right, my turn. Hello, AppleCider, Chef Sandy, and this week's Muppets.
Hi.
All right. Hello from a southern brunette. I actually haven't made a pony avatar yet, but in honor of the beachcomber soul, call me Sea Oats. I don't mind an oatmeal-related name because I'm that girl who enjoys life extra silly. Hope to hear this on the show, at least a reply if possible. Now, I will have to warn, I did have to trim a little bit of this, but I will go forward. Quick backstory, I knew about MLPFIM released in 2010, but after the screaming pain after catching G1's reruns and the horrible job the hub did on the Care Bears reboot, I wasn't in a hurry to see FIM. But in June 12, I had pretty major surgery that landed me in bed without the use of my right arm. I'm right-handed, hoofed, for nearly 2 months, so lots and lots of screen time. I told myself, okay, just one episode, get it over with, you'll be informed. Mind blown! I think I'll watch all season 1 in one day. I shortly devoured all 2 seasons and went looking for more pony. Hello, Bronyville podcast and pony collecting. Facepalm. There was some discussion, the fast forwards right now, of talking about their significant other, and, you know, the fact that they watched it with them, and it seems like they are slowly picking up on it. Fast forward over. I have one question I hope to ponder. It's fun to ponder. AC and Sandy, I am setting myself the task of listening to all back posts in our long, dry, ponyless forever. Listening to the back cast, I found myself laughing at some things that I know panned out differently, etc. AC, rarity, really? When y'all are astounded by EQD, laughing it was really a thing, and it was fun to compare Season 1 hiatus panic and fear versus this time around. So, if you could speak to episode 10, AC and Sandy, what advice would you have? Possibly about podcasting, about the fandom, about the awesomeness of ponies? Hey, thanks for reading this, and I'm sorry it ran long. Kind of hard to tell on my phone. Your faithful listener, C. Oats. P.S. Twilight Sparkle is best pony. Fluttershy is second. Rarity is a snob. PPS, favorite episode is Read It and Weep. It took me I'm a total book nerd, and I think we get to see the side of Dash, plus certainly sympathized with getting laid up. Carolyn, and all right. So let's see. All right, well, that's actually a neat question. What would we tell ourselves of, like, a year ago? Or let's see, even like earlier than that, what would, if you could go back and like teleport to, you know, you had your mysterious machine that allowed you to meet the you of like, right, like a week after you started figuring out the fandom, like what would you go tell them?
I'd punch myself in the face.
Stupid, don't join that site. Durr!
Oh, it wasn't ponies related. I would just punch myself in the face.
Oh, okay. Wouldn't we all?
Yeah.
Things happen in a year.
Don't be stupid. I think I've figured out. I would trade myself my schematics right now of how I podcast. That'd be, just buy this, put it together, smack it there, and that's good. Also, you're going to be live streaming a lot, so get used to that. Do it earlier and make your own podcasting network.
Yeah, cover the conventions and talk to the hub and
business it up.
Definitely save my frequent flyer miles in anticipation of all the traveling I'd end up doing over the past couple, I guess, past year.
On this many planes.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. Yeah. I've never traveled this much.
Me neither. I've never had really any interest in traveling, and now I'm going everywhere, and it's awesome, but never would have seen that coming.
Mm-hmm. Well, what would you say, Pixel? Because you're doing like freelance work for We Love Fine and stuff like that. Like, what would you would have told yourself in preparation for that?
I don't know what I could tell myself. Everything that's happened, every step of the way, with not just the art stuff I've been doing and the people I've gotten to work with, but just taking part in this fandom in general. I never saw any of it coming. I mean, I remember the first gushy fangirl email I sent to AC and Sandy saying, "Oh my God, I love your show so much. It's great." To think that I get to be on like 5 or 6 episodes, no idea. I could have never predicted any of it. And I don't think I tell myself any of it either, because getting to experience it as it happened and fall into all this and be astounded by it every step of the way was part of the fun. So yeah, I'd leave the mystery. Let me from then discover it as it happened.
Yeah, there definitely was some things of just like it was interesting having the early spans of like fanboying people in the community before you actually like realized that everyone was just kind of like that first kind of point of just like, oh my god, I'm actually having this person talk to me. That's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that.
I never would have seen EQD coming.
I mean, Serial,
Never.
you were fanboying me for the longest time, or fanboying our show.
Fanboy you, Cider.
Oh,
Oh,
I love your show.
And hence that picture Tetra made last week.
OTP.
Yeah, something.
No, I love Bronyville. I still love it. That's why I do these things. And that's why I come on your panels and conventions and stuff, because I really love what you guys do.
No, thank you. I actually did. Yeah, seriously. Like, then you guys, like, I mean, like, a ton of the community has been like super helpful. I mean, I think the thing that has shocked me as much is the, like, if I could go back to myself, I would literally say, like, expect to be surprised.
That seems like good advice.
Like, expect to be way surprised of just like, you're going to do a podcast for this. Oh, really? Yeah, and you're going to do it with a friend you know that's really into it as well. And it's going to become 10 times more popular than anything you've ever done. You are going to be in the top 50 on iTunes. Like, what? You're insane. You're out of your mind. Like, no, you are. Like, oh, geez, wow. Or, you know.
Like, I was doing visual effects, graphic design before Ponies, and then when that started, I just kind of brought those skill sets over, what little I have, and I'm looking at my YouTube channel. It's got 5,200 subscribers and almost 1 million total combined video views. I would have never, ever expected that. Like, do you know how many 1 million is?
Making all that hot YouTube dosh.
No, I don't make much off of YouTube. It's just I can look at that and be really proud because it's all me, man. I don't know.
It's awesome. It's kind of inspiring to look back and just see how the community has grown and the friendships that we've all kind of forged and kind of going back to the convention thing. That's something I really, really love about going to these conventions is it's sort of a reunion every single time. It's always like, hey, there's Serial. Hey, there's AC and Sandy. It's just like we're this traveling band of pony gypsies, and we're always getting together and having fun in all these different areas, and it's wonderful.
And it's only been a few months since we've seen these people, and we just see them at the convention table, like, yeah, what's up? Yeah.
That's such kind of the having this access to people inside the community, and also like meeting the people that are producing the show and doing the VA and stuff like that, and them not only like being like really open to talking, but remembering you.
Yeah.
I met Lee in a bar, and I'm like, I'm Serial. He's, oh, you're Serial. He gives me a hug. I was like, oh, I didn't expect this.
Yeah, the first time I went to my email and there was an email from Andrea Libman in my box, and I freaked the hell out, and I never would have predicted things like that.
I got one from Tabitha.
Yay!
They had a moment.
I had a moment. I had a few moments there. Oh, what's this from? Tabitha St. Germain. Oh, what?
Dear, and read it in her. Dear Serial Velocity, I wish to tell you that you are a magnificent stallion. Oh
I
boy.
actually said that. It's like a heart attack. Hello. But she called me Swift Oat, which is now my nickname, I guess.
I guess so. Swift
She
Oat.
did. Swift Oat.
Hey, Swifty, how you doing?
Swift oat ponies for truth.
All right. Moving
Yeah,
on.
enough gushing, I guess.
Yeah, let's move forward. Cereal. I'm going to highlight that one in blue.
Let's see, which is it? Is it go over? Oh no, that's two separate emails. Okay, I'll let you highlight it. Okay. Hello, Apple Cider, Chef Sandy, Starry Night, as always, the awesome guests. I've been listening to the show for a while now and would like to thank you for putting together such an awesome show, especially since I feel like I'm the only Brony in my town, besides two other people I kind of know at my school but never really talked to. Anyways, down to business. Best episode is Hurricane Fluttershy, best pony is Fluttershy, and best artist is Tetra Pony, even if the drawing of AC and Cereal will haunt me forever. My question for you is this. What other holidays or times of year would you like to see played upon in the show? We've had Halloween as Nightmare Night, Christmas as Hearth-Swarming Eve, as well as Fall Weather Friends, and Winter Wrap-Up as Changes in Seasons. But what else do you think would work for these? Also, why I'm here. Here is a great fix suggestion to go along with the Nightmare Night season. It is Synchronicity by A Hoofful of Dust on FimFiction. It is a great semi-spooky fic with the tiniest sliver of background shipping and stars Best Purple Wizard Pony and Best Flying Rainbow One. Thanks again for the great show every week. Hope this gets read on the air. Sincerely, your loyal listener, Shy Guy the Samurai, or Nick, smiley face.
I will find that and I will link it in the show notes. Let's see. Filters, search term. All right. So other fics that would work out really well, or not other fics, but other
Holidays.
other holidays that would work.
Well,
Arbor Day.
Fluttershy Day.
Yep.
Rarity Day. I'm not sure what Rarity Day would
They have a
consist of, actually.
hat making day. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't really know what we do with Rarity Day. Everyone dress up.
Fashion
We don't have
Day.
Pony Thanksgiving yet. Celebrate the day of the events of Over a Barrel, where the buffalo and pony came together to not throw pies at each other, I guess.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or the story of how the oh god, let's make this dark. The story of what happened after all three tribes moved into the land, and then
Oh, that's Thanksgiving right there.
yeah, that's Thanksgiving. Let's
Here,
all
come
eat
to this-
together. Oh, there's another.
dinner. Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this from you. While you're not looking.
There was this whole tribe of alicorns, and they and that's why there's only two left. Or
Yeah. Maybe Thanksgiving's not the best.
maybe
thing.
No,
not.
probably not.
What else we have? St. Patrick's Day? Yeah.
We kind of had that with Cider Squeezy, I guess. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Let's
I don't
see.
know. Let's see.
we've already got Hearts and Hooves Day for Valentine's.
4th of
Well, as long as we're doing
July.
Christian holidays, how about Easter? No, that wouldn't fit at all. Except for
Yeah,
candy,
like-
I guess.
No, that would just be like a spring festival or something.
That could work.
Let's see. Trying to go through. Summer Sun Celebration kind of works as a 4th of July-ish stuff, which of course
Maybe
only
the solstice.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of solstice, but kind of it could be 4th of July-y. Of course, that only really applies to us dirty Americans. So, as a holiday. What other I'm sure that there's somebody screaming like Boxing Day, Boxing. I don't know, or something like that.
Oh, there's always people screaming that you can't hear.
Yeah. Or I mean, just like trying to figure out holidays that would actually work.
Mhm.
I did kind of like the idea of Luna having there's the summer sun celebration. I kind of like the idea of Luna having her opposite on the lunar
winter solstice.
the winter solstice.
Yeah, that could
I
work.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems kind of like a really good idea. Kind of the idea of trading, like, here you go, I'm trading this back over to my sister. Trading, just kind of doing this entire
Changing
interchange.
of the guard kind of thing.
Kind of,
I like
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Very cool.
and be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Reparations for what happened to Luna. Who knows? I don't know.
Reparations.
I'll send you to the moon for
She's
1,000
getting
years. Here's
she's
your own
she's getting
holiday.
her 40 acres and her
mule.
her mule.
Yeah, why not?
Here you go,
It's like-
Luna. Here's 40 acres and a mule. There's your reparations. I don't. Can I Can I like be in power again? Instead?
No, go sit in the dungeon.
Oh,
Not nice.
man.
Poor
Calm
Luna.
down. Thatcher didn't hear that. So don't listen.
Let's 10 years,
In the chat, Luno. Sorry, Tetra.
Tetra, most loving of Luna.
I saw a great forum thread the other day that Tetra linked. It's like, I used to be the one that liked Luna the best. What happened? Tetra Pony happened.
Let's see. I can't think of too many other holidays.
Someone mentioned April Fool's Day in the chat.
Ooh,
that
was
seems like
Pretty's
it could work
favorite.
for ponies.
That would work. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is Rainbow Dash and Pinky's favorite, and then Fluttershy locks her doors.
Like she does with every holiday, apparently.
I don't want to go outside today. Oh, Groundhog Day, and actually have a Groundhog Day movie style Groundhog Day. Just literally play the Groundhog Day fic from film fiction, where Blue Blood keeps reliving the same day. Yeah,
Never read that. I'm sorry.
yeah. Supposedly, do you know the movie Groundhog Day?
Sure,
No.
with
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray has to relive Groundhog Day over and over and over because he's a really big d-bag. And it's kind of, yeah, it would be kind of neat, at least story-wise. I don't know. I think that answered the question. We're just going to stick with that.
Moving on.
Yup. Let's see. I believe it is
Pixel's turn.
Pixels. Yep.
Yes. Okay. Hello, friends at Bronyville. This is Ken, aka Handsome Crescent. First off, thanks for making such a fun show. I enjoy listening each and every week. Next, my questions. 1. Now that the premiere for Season 3 has been set for November 10th, I wanted to know, what is something you'd like to see revealed in Season 3 or possibly in future seasons? For me, I'd like to see more of the main six's relatives, more so parents and or siblings of Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. 2. Since the vinyl RD and Derpy figures from Hot Topic seem to be selling quite well, do you think this will signal the production of other characters in the future? Again, thanks for the show and keep it up. Have a wonderful day. Bolt, aka Sawyer Pruitt, has a similar question going, so giving a shout out.
Yeah, I think Sawyer had one where he was mentioning kind of said the Season 3 things that we would like to see. There was also someone else who said something related to the figurines and if they were popular, would we see something like a Discord figurine?
Oh, nice.
That would be very hard to make.
It would. But if it was done small and done like on a 3-pack, it could work. Like the Gilda figurine?
Maybe. Those are kind of, I don't know. He's a very complicated design to put in such a little, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Sure.
But I would like to see more of, I mean, do either of you have the Hot Topic figurine?
I do.
No.
I have both of them.
So what do you think of them?
I love them. I think they're great. They're bigger than I expected. I was when they first announced them, I thought they were going to be the same size as that original line of kind of molded hair ponies that came in the gift set, but they're not. They're like fashion style size. They're really tall. They're just really neat. They're kind of thinner than the pony figures we're used to. They're more show accurate. Yeah, and the only thing I don't like about them is they have the My Little Pony toy tradition of having the cutie mark only on the one side, which bothers me. I really wish they'd just start putting it on both sides.
Yeah, it's probably just a printing thing of just going down the line and then just smack there, done.
I'm sure. They're heavy too. I mean, these are solid toys. So.
And the painting and everything looks good. And one Dash's hair kind of looked a little off, but
it doesn't bother me. I heard someone mention that her hair is wrong, like the layers are wrong or something, but it looks fine to me. They're a little bit, I mean, they're like molded plastic, and my Derpy especially has a couple like stray glue marks, I think, where things are attached. But no, overall, they're definitely worth, what are they, $13-$14? They're awesome.
Okay, that seems cool. Yeah, I probably would enjoy getting one of those and just making it. I'd probably use that as my Derpy actually around the house and keep the San Diego Comic-Con box actually in there.
Oh yeah, that'll never get.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that one. That she is a precious, precious thing that will never leave the box.
Nope. Especially because of all the things I have in the box.
Yeah, she needs to stay in the box.
Yep. But yeah, so more things in the future would be great. As for season 3 things we would like to see, relatives could be cool. It would be nice to dispel the terrible headcanon we have built of Scootaloo living under the box under Rainbow Dash's house.
Yeah.
Poor Scoot.
I love Scootaloo. She's my favorite one, but it's just like it's such low hanging fruit. It's just so easy just to be like, we know pretty much everything about all the other two, and then Scootaloo. And then there's Scootaloo. And then there's all like the supposed dark history and stuff that's been leaked where it's like Scootaloo can't actually ever fly and like stuff like that. Like, and the actual design doc is like, oh man, this is bad. This is max bad. I mean, that would be that. I think more of the prehistory would be great. Setting up like the entire thing of like, there's 2 sisters, and then one of them went bad, and then at some point Discord, and then Discord into that, and then just like, and then elements. Yeah. Just kind of like trying to figure that whole thing out would be kind of neat.
Oh man, somebody just linked a season 3 bingo in the chat. That's awesome.
Oh boy, is that the PNG?
Here, yeah, that's it. Here, I'll
look
it again just so people can. I know it's right there, but there it is again.
Check it out.
Let's see. This is actually pretty cool. I like this.
Oh, nice. This is cool. Yeah.
I can see this getting posted later.
Yep. Yeah, I know this is an audio podcast, but it's season 3 bingo, and you got things like learn more about that fateful night, another Luna episode, Scootaloo episode, serious lesson, Rainbow Dash tries out for the Wonderbolts. In the middle is free hugs. So yeah, this is really cool.
Let's see. I'm trying to see which one would work. Oh, you know what? I'm not sure if we'd actually bingo, but maybe. It's tough to see. All right, that could be interesting. And I'll copy this and put it on the show notes. This could be a fun game to play. More Pony Parents is listed there.
I hope they do more with like they did season 1, just very subtly peppering little references to the gala throughout the season. I hope they do that with whatever the end game of season 3 is. Give us a little bit here and there, like. Season 2, I think, I love season 2, but I think it would have been so much better if even in one offhanded episode, they mentioned Twilight's brother Shining Armor. And then at the end, it's like, oh, it pays off. They did mention that before.
That would have been a lot better than having just, at the finale, like, oh, this brother dump. I've never mentioned, I think the info dump was handled well. It's just...
it would be better to do it a little at a time.
And they did it in a song. So.
Somebody did criticize that pretty hard of like Twilight was a recluse that had no friends except for her brother and her babysitter. It's like I have no friends except for these 2 really good friends of mine. Like
who also happen to be royalty.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay, so I'm looking at this bingo. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 potential call outs. I'm calling vertical row number 4, starting with More Pony Parents. So I'm gonna say More Pony Parents, Celestia or Luna sing. Another sapient race is shown. Learn more about Everfree and more holiday episodes, or middle horizontal. Learn more about Equestria, royal couple mentioned because we know that's gonna happen. Free hugs, another sapient race, and learn more about that fateful night. That's my bet.
All right.
That's going to be the
fateful
bingo.
night. Fateful night being
the turn
banished.
the fateful night of Luna turning. Well, would that be the banishment or her turning into Nightmare Moon?
The same thing, right?
So did it happen at the same time? Is that what?
Well, I assume that they're close enough where it doesn't matter. She probably was Nightmare Moon for a very short time.
Yeah, otherwise all the plants would start dying off because no sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I doubt it was more than a day, or I don't know. They didn't.
Maybe a
it,
week
so
at most, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's all theory.
Man, I can't look at Fluttershy crying. That's just making me sad. On the bottom.
Serious lesson.
It makes me sad to look at that.
Oh.
I don't even like Fluttershy.
I'll have to play with that later. That might actually be relative. I'll put that as my one cool thing this week, or add that to the one cool thing stuff, because I think that that is and Pony Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right, we'll put that in. I've got. Did we answer the question on that email? I forget.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, I'll move on. Hello there, Apple Cider, Chef Sandy, Starry Night, and guests. I'm emailing you without much of an idea of what to tell you, but with a silly drawing I did the other day. After chatting briefly with Chef on Twitter about putting down the fires of the fandom, I got the idea of drawing him as a firefighter pony. So here it is. I'm sending both the picture and a link to my DeviantArt page right below these lines. A link included. So now we've got fan art out of the way. I started wondering about something. It's regarding the new season announcement, especially the talk about the episode where the subject will be bullying. I did suffer bullying in school and high school, so I'm really looking forward to see how this show in particular deals with it. I'm expecting a good episode since the show has dealt with other sticky subjects like racism. In this regard, what other risky subject do you guys think the show could approach? I couldn't think of any at the moment, but I bet you can come up with something. Lots of salutations from sunny Scotland, James Crock.
You gonna link that in the chat, the picture?
I love
Sure.
that picture. That's great.
Yeah,
And-
the mention that we Sandy is always having to put out fires, or I'm trying to check and see if the fandom itself is on fire. So,
Mm-hmm.
so let's see.
Sticky subjects.
Did they actually mention that there's a bullying episode?
I've heard that mentioned other places, but I don't know where it's come from originally or what the source is for it.
Maybe it's a common theme. I don't know. Maybe it was something they thought that happened in season 2, but actually didn't.
Well, I mean, there was definitely the bullying to Fluttershy a few times, because they had the bullying. Pretty much any time she was in Cloudsdale was Fluttershy getting bullied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the shopkeepers certainly pushed her around in the Iron Will episode pretty badly.
Putting your hoof down? Was that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's.
Oh, Rarity, why were you so bad in that episode?
Yeah, Timo says it was an interview with McCarthy that
Oh.
there should be one. So,
Okay.
yeah, I guess that'd be fine. I'm trying to think what it would be. Perhaps it is the mysterious Scootaloo episode if we're going with the dark backstory. You know.
I really doubt they're gonna hit that.
Yeah, but the
Well, she's a cripple and she'll never fly.
never fly, but she
Where
finds
can
her
we
own.
go with this?
But if she finds her special calling.
I don't know. I don't think there are many ways they could. It's kind of a sticky subject, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I could see a very uplifting episode where it is Scootaloo. It thinks that she can never do this, and Dash just says, "No, I am not going to let this happen. You matter too much. I am investing time and effort, and you will do this."
But she doesn't care about Scootaloo. We already know that.
But what if she? Well, she kind of maybe. I don't know. Maybe this is maybe this is the turning point where she feels sorry, like goes from just being like, Scootaloo fan of mine, to actually like feeling empathetic and actually caring about Scootaloo.
I would love to see that, but no, I'm not going to rule anything out. That would be cool.
It would be neat. I'd like
Maybe
to
they could tie it in with Rainbow trying to try out for the Wonderbolts. I don't know if they had enough time to do both of those stories at once. They wouldn't.
thing is,
I think
with
they
their lessons-
could, because go ahead.
Well, I'm
go
thinking,
ahead.
okay, she does it. She tries out. She fails. Then we bring in Scootaloo, and then they grow together, I suppose.
Well, the thing that they could do, and that could tie this together if you wanted to do it, what is that Dash is trying to go for it, and one of the things that gets said is that, well, Dash, we understand that you're a really good flyer, but part of being a Wonderbolts is being a role model and a teacher as well. And that springboarding into Dash going, oh, and I have somebody that really does need, help. Why don't I use that as my example exercise to getting into the Wonderbolts, maybe in her selfish headspace of being like, oh, okay, here's the easy answer, but actually getting attached and helping out like once she gets into it.
It sounds like a two-parter to me. That's a lot to fit in.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
No, I love that idea.
I wonder if we're going to cover why Scootaloo is going to the Earthbound school and not the flight camp like all the other Pegasi seem
There
to
are
go
Pegasi
to.
and Shirley's. Are there?
Are there? I
Now
don't.
I'm-
I was
now
just
I'm
trying to
thinking 'cause
remember. I
Hey,
remember.
chat, are there other
unicorns or-
Pegasi in Shirley's school?
Featherweight.
Oh,
yeah,
Featherweight. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Featherweight.
So that's probably not an issue.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So that's
There's
cool.
also an alicord in Magic Interview. So.
Oh no. Let's see. Risky subject. So yeah, I guess they could do it. There's some openings for stuff like that. I think they could get it done with. I think they could do that in one episode. That there are enough. If it was nearly laser focused on Scootaloo, Rainbow Dash, and her just overcoming bullying, because I mean, think of all the stuff they did with her with Hurricane Fluttershy. Like they did a bunch of stuff of her like not wanting to do it, finally going in to do it, failing, getting better, going back in, failing again, and then, coming back and actually making a difference.
Yeah, they actually had a few heartbreaking scenes in there.
God, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
The part where Rainbow Dash comes back to her and is pretty much just like, and then just like, come on, are you really gonna let that get to you? And she turns back, just eyes full of tears, and just like, yes, and runs away. It's like, oh crap, she's really upset.
I cried manly tears.
Yeah, that was a really good a really good point. So okay, I think they could do it. They are more than skilled. So. These are a billion ideas gently slid over on a napkin. DHX. You may
not
purchase
to finish season 3 or anything.
You can purchase these for a total of 0 charge. So, all right, we'll go ahead and. What was that?
0 bits. I says
0 bits. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and move this forward. 5-star iTunes Bronies. I want to go ahead and commemorate those that have kicked us up to 731 ratings on the US iTunes Store. So a big thanks to Daisy Azurus, Pagan Elements, 5 Iron Brony, Mike K. Chan, and Haldor Johnson for your recent written reviews on the iTunes site. Thank you. Well, iTunes itself.
I gave you a 5-star review. You never said my name.
Yeah, did you? Did you write a review on the US Store?
Yeah.
All right, Serial Velocity. Thank you.
Okay, that was like a year ago.
Okay.
I've been holding a bitter grudge against you, AppleCider.
Don't worry, it's been mutual. Right. Oh boy, I forgot to put in the donations because we actually did get a donation this week. But I'm on my email, so I can pull this up real quick. Donations, I would like to thank, let's see, October 13th, compare it to that. I would like to thank 2 individuals. First one being, hit the drop down, A. Harlow and A. Clay for their donations this week. Thank you very much for donating over to the podcast. This keeps us going. Lots of thanks to, let me go check because the one that was sent from Harlow sent us $76, $1 for each episode they enjoyed.
Oh, nice.
So thank you very, very much.
So they didn't enjoy this one.
Well, they haven't enjoyed it yet.
Oh, okay.
It's still in progress, dude. This could be the one that they're just like, forget it.
There's cereals here. I'm not giving any money to this one.
There's no Sandy in this one. Did not like, will not purchase podcast from again.
For free.
Will not purchase free podcast from again. So thank you very much for your donations. As said, if you wish to donate across to us so that we can go to conventions, contact VAs, get new equipment when we need it, might be doing some neat stuff at the upcoming conventions. I want a GoPro. I gotta talk to Sandy about getting a GoPro so I can just live stream stuff from my head. You can go check that out, and that will be that's over at BronyvillePodcast.com. All right, it's one cool thing time. It's time to talk about one neat link that we want to show you. I've got 2. First one is the Pony Bingo that we mentioned earlier. So,
you cheater.
Yep, you can do that. The second one is a kind of neat anime opening that someone made. It's related to to an actual anime that's out there, but I'm not good at anime. But it's really neat because it's got a lot of like custom animation that's been added to it. It's based a lot on that image that's out there of the of Twilight Sparkles standing there with her hair blowing and her eyes closed, like the animation that's been out there for a while. But this is a full like 2-minute anime intro with some sort of music background. It's really good.
Bless you. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she had to get it out. I think it's really pretty cool, and it's nice to see stuff like I love the full animated stuff that comes across. So very cool. Check that out. That's in the link for this week. It's called When the Ponies Cry HD anime opening. So, Serial, what you got?
I kind of copped out on this one. Mine is just a picture. I'm just gonna link it in the chat here real quick. It's kind of a funky link, but you get the idea. It's Phillies in hoodies because we need another meme, I guess.
So we had socks, we had scarves.
We have juice boxes.
Juice
now
boxes.
Hoodies. Just look at it. There's in the hoodies.
Hoodies has been around
great.
for a while. Like scratching hoodies was a big thing.
Yeah.
Was it? I guess I missed that. Well, here's some tiny ponies in hoodies.
Yay.
Pretty adorable.
Yeah,
That's all I got.
They are young pony in hoodies. Fluttershy looks very young in that.
Yeah, I guess it's and so do Cloud Chaser and Flitter.
But the continuity is broken because Sweetie Belle's
Sweetie
there.
Belle. I don't know. Young Rarity with her contacts in.
I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, that's totally.
Yeah, why the heck not? Let's go with it.
This is broken. Redo image. All right.
Overanalyze. Man, Cloud Chaser has the best hair.
Pixel Kitties.
Yes. So apparently, visiting Hasbro's offices comes with chocolate My Little Pony M&Ms, which is amazing, and I want them. And I guess I need to go to Rhode Island to get them because that's apparently the only place you can get them. But still, My Little Pony M&Ms.
Yeah,
I would never eat those.
Interesting. Yeah, so this is part of a whole random merch thing that I guess Serial has on his site that he wouldn't know. But
if it's on EQD, I don't know about it.
It's on my side. I wasn't paying attention. Seth did it.
He did do it. Look.
Yeah, he did. Very, very good. Very good Serial velocity.
I made a word.
But yeah, this is part of a listing. Looks like they've got some pony ribbon, party supplies.
Pretty main sets, not pretty hair set. It's a pretty main set.
Right.
So that's something.
They don't have hair. They have manes.
Right. They're ponies, I guess.
Or as AppleCider says, Maine.
Maine. You know, like the state, Maine.
Still going to make fun of you for that, by the way.
I don't care. Though I do find it interesting, the pretty main set features a bottle of shampoo and conditioner you can use that is Dash Poo and rare ditioner.
That first one was kind of weird.
Dash Poo?
Yeah.
Would you rather?
I didn't even notice that.
Would you rather like rain poo? Is that what you're going with?
Well, it's really the addition you put on the end, which is bothering me. But okay.
Sham Dash.
So it's like a ShamWow with
Shambo. Is that?
Shampoo.
Oh, Shambo sounds great. Shampoo.
Yeah.
All right. That's stuff. All right. Pony M&Ms and stuff like that. Linked by Pixel Kitties. And I said all this is in the show notes. And that brings us to the end of the episode. We are here today. First off, I want to go ahead and thank our two gracious / co-hosts / guests. Thank you very much, Serial, for jumping in here.
You are very welcome, AppleCider.
Nice to have you again, sir, and filling in for Sandy while he is out. Thank you also to Pixel Kitties.
Thank you, AC. I still fangirl every time you let me be on here.
Really?
It's awesome.
Like, yes. I do fangirl just a little, or fanguy a little bit back.
Yay! So cool.
AC doesn't like me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Serial, you're fine. You're a nice pony.
Oh, I'm fine. Hear that? I'm fine. I'm just fine. He just got me because he's like,
no, you're fine, Serial.
No,
you're
Serial,
fine.
you're pretty. Serial, you're a pretty fine looking filly there. Yeah.
Philly?
Yeah.
When did that happen? Oh, good Lord.
What the heck?
Why not? Wait,
Tetra.
hold on. And I want to thank all of our listeners, the ones that are still listening right now.
They're all gone.
for joining us in. If you're listening across on the Justin TV / Bronyville podcast, if you're listening to this on iTunes or however, whatever aggregate over on the site, I want to thank you as always for listening. We love you, fine listeners. Fine. All right, so you could go see a show. No, all right.
No, please go on.
You want me to do the entire outro in some sort of ridiculous accent?
If you won't, I
Please
will.
do.
All
Yeah,
right.
someone needs to.
All right. All right. Well, you go over to BronyShow.com, BronyvillePodcast.com. Go check out the site. Bronyville@gmail.com is where you can go find out and send us an email. Join us roughly every Saturday noon Pacific Daylight Time. Justin.tv/BronyvillePodcast. Leave us an iTunes review. And that's really good. On whichever iTunes thing you do. You can listen to the show live. Celestial Radio every Tuesday. 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 6 p.m. EDT, 11 p.m. UTC. You should do the Twitter. My Twitter account is at Bronyville, and Chef Sandy's at Chef Sandy, and then at Serial Velocity and at Pixel Kitties for the other two. And made up groups as Bronies in Northern California and North Texas Bronies. There, are you happy?
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody pointed out you sounded a lot more like Ozzy than
well, I need to make it worse and less decipherable.
AppleCider.
Sharon!
Started to turn into Paul McCartney at the end.
Yeah.
Says Tim O'Warner.
All right. There you go. All right, guys. We'll go to the post show for all the other ridiculous accent talk. But that has been Bronyville episode number 77. Thank you all for listening, and we will catch you next week with more pony. Till then, sleep well, every pony.
Ciao, ponies.
Bye.
Bye.
Tonight